Evening, Brad. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. I appreciate you taking the time to just quickly chat. It seems like things have been pretty busy over there, so I appreciate just a quick few minutes of your time. Well, the first thing I wanted to just touch base with you on would be, obviously we're in calendar year 24 now. Do you know if the original contract for those 6,000 vans, is that still active at this time, or are you guys working on kind of drawing up a new one or kind of amending a new one to kind of extend it into this year?
Our contract with Mullens is still good. We had to kind of back up and pump with financial lenders, and we're working on that. We've made long strides with that. That's what I was doing today. We're getting lenders for people who want to buy them. And we've went a long way in the last 4 days. People's more active now. The banks are more active, and I have dealt with Marianne and Jim, and we're getting it to the finish line. We're getting there, and all is good. I mean, we got lots of customers, and we got lots of people wanting to buy them. It's just the only thing we got to get done is we got to get the financing done, residuals done on track leases. And we're working as hard as we can do. I mean, it's all day long, but it's all good. I'm not discouraged. I feel great about it. That's what I told Marianne today. I said, I feel great about where we're going with this. I said, I've been dealing with 3.5 years with M/Mullens, and I'm as close as I've ever been to making a touchdown and maybe making a blowout. I mean, we're getting there.
Yeah, so right now then, is it pretty much you're selling kind of hand to mouth? If a customer is able to make that purchase, then you're able to kind of buy those specific vehicles? Are you basically trying to get that floor plan established at this time?
Yeah, floor plan and the financing. There's a lot of people going to pay cash, and we're billing them out, and we're getting paid for them. But then on the back side, we had to work out deals, and we didn't think about it on our side. We had to do the new ACH, new bank. So it's coming into a new ACH. So we got that worked out Tuesday, and we're getting paid on, I think, 34 or 35 on Monday. So a lot of people's paying cash. And the good news is the ones that's going out of the nation into the islands, Dominican Republic, all down through the islands, we're doing a lot of those. And that's cash deal that's coming in the house. That's going to be cash. No problem. But the people who want to do a track lease, that's the hiccup right now. I think we'll have it worked out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. So I think we'll be full bore by the day we put on it today was the 21st. We want to be able to track lease everything by the 21st.
Okay. And then, so the ones that you're selling kind of overseas, are those like the campus style, or are you guys actually starting to sell some of the M1, the ones with the airbags?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, it's both.
Okay,
awesome.
awesome.
A lot of people want like 8 of the campus, 3 of the ones, or vice versa. And I've hired a bunch of young guys that went to college, and they've came in. We've trained them up. We've got ready for this day. And they've been on the calls. I got them in on it the last part of last week, and they're making a bunch of calls. And they don't mind people telling them no, but they're hearing a lot of yeses. But the veteran guys, they're getting a lot of home runs. So it's good. It's good.
Okay, awesome. So have you heard from any customers that you think that would be willing to kind of give those vehicles a review or anything like that?
Not yet. We're waiting for – they want to do it all at one time.
Okay.
They want to have the floor plan. They want to have the track lease done. They want to have the reviews done and just hit it all at one time.
Okay, awesome. And then I guess – I saw, so at the dealership, you got the gray campus vans. Those are the ones that have the rear view cameras as well as the seat belts, and they have the speed adjustment on them. Is that accurate for those gray vehicles?
Yes, that's correct.
And then the white vehicles, those are the ones that actually have the airbag installed. Do you guys have any of the 2-seaters, or right now you're only selling the 1-seaters?
No, 2-seaters are between Q1 and 2. That is basically, say, March 10th through April 15th. That's when we'll see the 2-seaters.
Okay, and then those are going to be, I guess, the 2024 model?
That's correct.
Okay. And then obviously the ones that you have now for 2023, they're complete. The mullen class ones, the white vehicles, those are completely road legal. They can drive them right off your lot and down the highway and everything.
Absolutely. Gets tax credit. Everything's good to go.
Okay. And then I guess you're talking about a lot of it has to do with the financing and trying to get some of those loans kind of set up. Is that mostly for those large fleet kind of customers, the ones that want to buy a very large quantity that they're going to be dealing a lot with the financing?
Correct. Yes. The 50, 30, 20, 100, yes.
Okay. And we already kind of covered the payment structure. You're kind of explaining that quite a bit. And then I already kind of asked you about the upgrades in terms of the Pulse app. That's something that is that something Mullen actually just kind of the customer has the option to kind of reach out to Mullen and get that software kind of I guess.
Well, the software is embedded in the product. It's kind of like OnStar.
Okay.
They can either take it or decline it. If they take it, then they pay a monthly fee. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, I mean, that's all the questions I had. It wasn't too many. Just kind of that was all van related. Obviously, you're getting those trucks in. Did you? I did see that. I mean, they had the PR out that kind of already announced it that they were supposed to be making that delivery on. I believe it was either on Monday or Tuesday. Did you receive some additional batch of those Class 1 vans earlier this week?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got them sitting everywhere. I've got the Class 3 sitting everywhere.
Yeah, I saw from the CS event, they talked a little bit about one of the upfitters over there in California that has that light body. Are you starting to work? Have you been kind of helping some of these customers find the upfitters around their locations? All right,
so here's what we got. We got one at Phoenix Truck. We've got one in California. We've got 4 in Indiana. We've got one at Napide. Let me think where else we got them. I've got one at, I've got them spread all over the country. So the frame rails are 29.5 inches on the mullens, which is a little bit narrower than what it is on the Zuzu, which is not a problem. But when they stacked that extra battery, we had dimensions, which was a year old. It was going to be like 32 or 30, whatever the number is. So we designed everything for 32 to 34, and when they stacked the extra battery, it gave us 29.5 inch, which it's going to take another week and a half to do a dump truck on it, but it's not a problem. It's just, like I said, another dam till we get to the river.
What do you mean as far as like the stacking of the batteries go?
They did a little extra battery. So let me explain the 125 miles.
Yep.
And this is probably off the record. I don't know. So 125 miles, if you're fully loaded, doing full speed on the interstate, okay? Mm-hmm. So when we do tests, the tests are you're not going to be on the interstate the whole time.
Right.
You're not going to be fully loaded.
That's
so
right.
You can get 225, 215, 185, depending on how much you're on the interstate and how much you're loaded. So most people are not fully loaded. Let's take Lowe's. You leave Lowe's, you've got 2 washer and dryers, and you're on my road, top speed's 32, 34 miles an hour because there's so many people. You could do probably 220 miles, 230 miles. But if you get on the interstate, any electric vehicle eats the juice.
Yep.
Right? So Mullins is extremely telling you that if you're full speed, fully loaded, you're going to get 125 miles. We're seeing a whole lot more than that, which is great.
Yep.
It's great. So if you're in Mooresville, North Carolina, and you're delivering vehicles, you can probably deliver all day long and probably go 2 days without doing a charge.
That's good. Yeah. When I had spoken with one of the gentlemen in regional sales there for Mullen, he had mentioned that they were working on some third-party kind of delivery companies that goes out and picks up, types of furniture or different types of assemblies and kind of goes back and forth to the final customer's house or whatever to make those home deliveries, kind of like they do at Best Buy. We'll get someone to just basically drive their vehicle over, drop your package off and everything. But these are obviously for a little bit larger kind of loads. So I don't know if that's how that specific situation is going to turn out, but that seemed like a pretty good kind of fit for this type of vehicle. So
these vehicles are great for inner city. They're not going to be good for going from Charlotte to Atlanta, as you well know.
Yep.
And I'm just using my geographical region. But if you're going from Mooresville to Mooresville Mooresville to Cheryl's Ford. 10, 12, 15 miles, delivering furniture, delivering mattresses, whatever. It's perfect. And that's what we're talking. That's what's going to be the sweet spot of this whole product. Yes. And that's every city, and I'm going to not say major city, because we're not a major city in Mooresville, but we're outside of Charlotte. That's great for us.
Okay. Only other question, really, and we kind of touched on it earlier, but I wasn't sure if you had gotten any kind of update. Obviously, you're working on getting the financing kind of squared away, but have you been in communication with MGT? Are you looking to have something kind of reconcile with them within the next few weeks?
I have got MGT's good. The only problem is, and I've told you before, MGT could buy them and then just lease them, and they've got customers, which is good. And they're working on the same customers we're working on, but I'm wanting to get one in at least 13 to 20 different states. And Greg and Thomas, they're good with it. They're waiting on me to say, hey, when's our time? And we're going to do it. So I'm trying to get them spread out. I want a bunch in California. I know California's a hot spot, and Greg and Thomas are not in California. So I'm letting my guys, let them have 10, 15 days in California to get stuff in California, Washington State, all that, and then we'll pull back to MGT.
Okay.
And MGT's waiting on the body quotes from the refrigerated units. They're seeing what's going to happen there. They're waiting on NAPID. They're waiting on the lower weight bodies to see, so they can do their track leases too. So, it's all a waiting game. It's like another dam.
Yep. When it comes to putting on that refrigerated box, I'm assuming that's got to be tapping into the same type of battery source. Do they have an additional extender pack for that type of? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was one, just thought of mine as if you have the battery pack and you got a certain range, and then you're going to plug in something like refrigerator that kind of has a decent amount of power draw. I didn't know how they kind of account for something like that.
The refrigerating people, they have another source. They tap into it.
Okay, so theirs comes with their own kind of battery or something?
Yep, big battery.
Okay. All right, well, that was everything I had, Brad. I appreciate you taking the call. I know it's a Friday evening, so I won't hold you
okay.
anymore.
I just got off work, but tomorrow we're going to go at it again. I've got another conference call at 11 tomorrow. Believe it or not, companies work at 11 on Saturday. I couldn't believe it, but we're going to go at it tomorrow.
Awesome. All right, Brad. Well, thank you very much for the update, man, and I'll be talking to you soon.
All right. Thanks, sir.
All right.
Good talk to you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.